cutting edge of anomaly research. You are about to experience The Evidence with your host, 3D pioneer and image analyst with Mars X3D, D.W. Burnett.
Well, hello there, and welcome to episode 57 of The Evidence. This is your buddy Dave over Mars X3D, and we've got some stuff today for you to look at. Now, one of the members of our team out in Arizona, Raymond Glassford, sent in a very intriguing find that he made, and it's not non-fractal, but it is pretty darn compelling. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. And just a reminder, there is an email address in the description below this video, and if you have anomalies to present or questions or whatever, email me there at marsx3d@gmail.com. And just a reminder that if you do send me anomalies to check out, that you need to have a snapshot and a link to where the image is, okay? I don't have time to chase these things. There are millions of photographs, okay? So send me a snapshot and a link, and I'll do my best to track it down. Now, we can't always do the anomalies you send for one reason or another. Maybe they don't fit in 3D well, maybe they're not non-fractal enough, maybe they're too blurry, whatever the case may be. Don't take it personally. I love the things that you send me. Keep them coming, okay? So let's get going. Take a look at our first example today. Does anyone notice that perfectly round disc down in the left corner? Not only is it a perfect disc, but it has an even thickness and a nice cutout. You can clearly see the ground on the other side. So what is it? I'm reminded of the water main covers, the little lids that were set in the pavement where I grew up. They were always a solid cast iron disc with a notch in the side so you could lift them up. I'm not saying that's what we have here, but the shape sure seems purposeful, doesn't it? The way it's reflecting the light, I'm also tempted to think this is made of metal. You start adding these things up, and it's no wonder NASA sent Curiosity in the opposite direction. As long as we're on discs for a moment, let's take a look at a set of double discs that Terry Burnett dug up just recently. My old antagonist Murphy strikes again, putting the anomaly smack on the edge of the picture with great precision, but we'll get her figured out anyway. So you can see the two perfectly round discs about the same size. But look how they seem to be in a framework with right angles, along with other mechanical looking bits and pieces as we move our eyes to the right. Bear in mind that if this is a machine remnant, it's been torn, mangled, rolled in mud, cast several miles in a gigantic wave and fossilized in its mud casing, and then gradually eroded out of its fossilized shell over, I'm guessing thousands of years. I believe that what you'd end up with would look just like what we're looking at here. This isn't a natural formation. No way. Now, I know I'm slow. It takes me weeks to get around to all the material you guys send me, and to tell you the truth, only a few make it to final production for one reason or another. Raymond Glassford is part of our team out in sunny Arizona, and he's found something that, even though it's not non-fractal, is pretty compelling. Since this particular anomaly is kinda in your face, there have probably been any number of people who will lay claim to it. But as far as I know, Raymond was the first to point it out, and I thank him for sharing it with the rest of us. Look at the inset, then look at the anomaly. You gotta admit there's a pretty good resemblance there. Bear in mind, we've found a number of crinoid-type fossils already on Mars, which makes sense since it was an ocean planet like Earth. In any case, these are what are called Netic Crinoids, and if you'll allow me a Poindexter moment, they belong to an ancient fossil group that first appeared in Middle Cambrian seas. I don't know, maybe about 300 million years before dinosaurs, if you believe in that time scale. They flourished in the Paleozoic and Mesozoic, and some even survive to the present day. Okay, I'm done talking like I know anything. Anyway, right in front of the inset is another interesting item, a cylinder with what might be carvings on it. If you take the time to look at the original stereo pair, you'll find a bunch more suspicious items all throughout the image. Thanks, Raymond. And y'all keep those cards and letters coming in. Let's wrap things up today with something pretty unusual and also kind of tough to see. Now, before some of you get all excited about that curved thing in the lower left, let me assure you that's just sunlight shining through the crack above it. No, what we're interested in is in the upper left. You can just barely see it inside the target area. Have you ever heard of Occam's razor? It's an aphorism that states the simplest, most logical answer is usually the correct one. Folks have twisted themselves into pretzels trying to explain this one away, but you know what? To me, that looks like a drainage pipe. It even has that telltale metallic shine to it. A number of similar pipes and what looks like plumbing have been found sticking out of rocks on Mars, and this is just one more example. Well, thanks for stopping by today. And you know what? If you know any other crazy people, you might want to share this channel with them. Give me a thumbs up if you saw something you liked. That's the only way I know to keep on going. This is your buddy Dave over at Mars X3D. Be well.